यो 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 व्हाट इज अप गाइस, क्या चाल। हम जरा सा मॉड कर रहे हैं हमारे इसको क्या बोलते हैं, हमारे माउस को थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन चल रहा है गाइस, तब तक के लिए होल्ड करो। बिल्लो पक के पिल्ले अदा की करेगी। वेलकम, क्या चाल, क्या कर रहे हो सब लोग। आई होप यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट, enjoying your life. So the mod is done, the tape is kept back the drawer. Let's go. So today we are playing once again Amnesia. वापस Amnesia खेलते और ये गेम शायद आज हम कंप्लीट कर देने चाहिए। अकॉर्डिंग टू मी दिस गेम शुड बी कंप्लीटेड टुडे। तो यप, लेट्स स्टार्ट। आ जाओ, let us begin, let us continue, I mean। तो हम फंसे थे कहीं तो अभी उसको उधर से कंटिन्यू करेंगे, देखते क्या सीन कैसा क्या। अब तक के लिए लाइक करो रे, फटाफट लाइक ठोको। लाइक द स्ट्रीम एंड सब्सक्राइब द चैनल। And I guess the game is stuck. I don't know why, but yep, the game is stuck. Should we wait or should we end it? Close, cancel. We'll start it once again. Oof. लॉन्च करते हैं गेम, स्टार्ट करते हैं गेम। कैन वी कंप्लीट दिस टुडे? WSVX ABFP। लाइक द स्ट्रीम गाइस, लाइक द स्ट्रीम। ये क्या हो रहा है, रिस्पॉन्ड क्यों नहीं कर रहा गेम? आई गेस आई कांट ऑल टैब। गाइस 350 सब्सक्राइबर गोल से कंप्लीट करो फटाफट। और ये गेम मेरा बार बार पीटी दे रहा है। तब तक अपन एक काम कर, जस्ट चैटिंग पे जाते हैं till the time the game launches। एक बार लोड हो जाने दो, फिर ऑल टैब दबाएंगे। हो गया। अब आई गेस ऑल टैब मेन स्क्रीन पे आ सकते हैं। और चैट क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा मुझे? दिखा रहा है। आ जाओ गाइस, हम किधर थे? ब्राइटनेस बढ़ाना पड़ेगा मॉनिटर का। अभी इधर कुछ तो करना था गाइस, राइट? ये मैंने प्लेस कर दिया। कि तुझ बिन नहीं लगदा जी नहीं लगदा है। फाइल वेयर प्रोटेक्शन। अब हमको क्या करना है? क्या आगे मैं फिगर आउट नहीं कर पा रहा कि करना क्या है। देखो एरो तो दिख दिया है बट ये घूम नहीं रहा। I don't know what has to be done, honestly. मीट प्रोसेसिंग फैक्ट्री है ये, ठीक है। कुछ है ही नहीं यार। ये जनरेटर टाइप्स क्यों लग रहा है? ये गाड़ी का कुछ तो काम है। बट ये भी मैंने प्लेस कर दिया अभी तो। आई डोंट थिंक इसका कुछ काम है। ये देखना पड़ेगा। अच्छा, ऐसा सीन। কি করছো? Playing Amnesia the Machine for Pigs. अम्मा की जय हो भाई, जल्दी कर। एक भाई मैं निकल रहा। अब तक कोई जंपस्केयर नहीं आया। नहीं नहीं नहीं, सिर्फ डरा रहा है वो मेरे को पॉट।
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
क्या लेके जा सकते? चलो चलो चलो। ये नहीं, मैं लोडिंग पे ऑल टैप क्यों करता हूँ? प्लीज नहीं, प्लीज नहीं। लोड हो जा, लोड हो जा। क्रैश हो जाएगा यार वरना। हाँ नहीं हुआ, नहीं हुआ, क्रैश नहीं हुआ। अभी भी स्पीड रन कर देगा ये। एक ये एरिया है जाने लायक। पढ़ाई लिखाई हमसे नहीं होती। कवर वगैरह रहेगा ना इधर। बाइबल है। ड्रावर्स में पैस ये रूम एज सच कुछ। यहाँ पे एक डोर है, यहाँ पे एक डोर है। आई गेस दोनों आउट नहीं कर रहे ना।
Your faith shackles your vision,
Professor.
Professor. It is an iron coffin that keeps you from grasping the future. We require a new deity, one of steam and the wheel, of magnetism and progress. The old god is nothing more than a lamed hog, spitting back offal at mankind.
Jesus save me. What the hell? But Jesus Christ is missing. Hello. Lock है। Hey yo, that's biggest. कैंसिल करो तुम लोग मुझे। ओह, क्या मैंने ये डोर खोल क्या किया? इधर से इधर पहुंच गए। अरे क्या करना है? स्मार्ट तो हूँ मैं। आवाज आया। कुछ तो हो रहा है। तो आवाज आ रहा है।
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
भाई डरा मत, डरा मत। तो क्या करना है? भाई
Med älster ålste antarak för errata orokantirak.
क्या आवाज आ रही है भाई? मैं नीचे जाना।
Polistelia orokoro.
और भाई ये क्या था? भाई देख भाई, नो दुश्मनी। भाई लाइट की रुको भाई, क्या फाड़ा भाई उसने मेरी, सामने से चल के गया भाई बंदा वो। नेट लोड नहीं हो रहा मेरा, नेट कर ही नहीं रहा। का बच्चा रो रहा है भाई। क्या आवाज आ रही है भाई? फ्लैश क्यों हो रहा है? भाई, नहीं जाना मुझे, जाऊँ मैं? लाइट ऑफ रखा, देख पाएगा। भागो। साले पीछे है मेरे। भाई निकल गया। इतना डरावना नहीं है वो, बट वो जब ऐसे अचानक गया तो फटी भाई।
Water in his shoes. Always the water and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
अब तक की स्टोरी क्या है इस गेम की? अपने बच्चों को ढूंढ रहा है ये। हाँ शायद, मैंने वो स्टोरी को फॉलो अप नहीं किया एक्चुअली। वो पूरे जर्नल पढ़ने पड़ेंगे मेरे को, और पढ़ने को मेरे को जान पे आता है, बट ये बच्चों का आवाज़ फॉलो कर रहा है इतना तो क्या मैंने ढूंढ रहा है आई गेस। बच्चे लोग, इसको एक बंदा गाइड कर रहा है लाइक दैट।
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate. the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanage. In heaven, it's surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
तो इंडिपेंडेंस वगैरह का लफड़ा है क्या? दो रास्ते हैं मेरे पास, ऊपर या नीचे.
Hear me, Mantis. I am compromised. Our contacts must be brief and occasional. Beware the wretches who populate this compound. The way you seek is under the pistons. When you meet the saboteur, you will understand everything.
Saboteur को मिलने के बाद I will understand. That's what he says. But is that true? I don't know. Wait, do I have to go down again? Okay, up this is locked, so we'll have to go down there and figure out something. भाई आवाज आ रही है भाई नीचे. तीन डल रही है, वन देखते हैं. वन जल रही है. थ्री जल रही. भागो। भाग भाग। The crates arrived and I had delivered directly to the workshop. The body is removed so we can reshape the body into a tool. Accelerate the body into a tool like Mr. Da Vinci, but here. I guess they are turning, actually. या तो they are conducting some क्या बोलते हैं, they are conducting some experiments where they were supposed to try it on humans, but instead of humans they tried it on pigs or something like that. ये तो अपने को एंड में समझेगा क्या चल रहा है, या तो यूट्यूब पे स्टोरी देखना पड़ेगा। बट यप, देखते क्या सीन है। बट वो 2 बार जो चला है भाई फटी मेरी। क्या चल रहा है भाई, क्या चल रहा है भाई? कहाँ से जा रहा है भाई? ओके, आई हैव कंट्रोल। Hey.
Quickly, Mantis, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Find the entrance nearby. Take करते हैं in order to Sir, compound is required of the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects not blah blah blah. A single compound of one part. ये क्या कौन सा भाषा लिखा है भाई? कुछ काम का है कुछ. तो लैबोरेटरी टाइप. बैठू क्या इस पे? मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? बट आई गेस इधर कुछ तो रखा रहेगा. इतने सारे इंटरेक्शन करना देते नहीं भाई. स्कल किसी को पकड़ के बांधना होगा. हम आई नॉट. जाओ क्या नीचे? काला है इधर. अभी ढूंढना. अभी है क्या? सर जी चाबी दिला दीजिए. ओ भाई अब ये क्या है? होल्डिंग पेन्स लोअर टेम्परेचर पे जाए. भाग 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 भाग. भाई ऐसे डराओ मत बे. व्हाटएवर. क्या हो रहा है इधर? भाग भाई. कुल भाग भाग भाई.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, no, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
देखिए एक आया है इधर. तो एक को इधर लगाते. अच्छा मेरे को ऐसे 3 लगाने हैं ना. वापस जाना पड़ेगा क्या उधर? आवाज आ रही है. अरे डरते क्या पैट्स? डरते भाई डरते. कहाँ ले जा रहा है?
Over there, place it in the corner. What? Do you think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hob, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
क्या हो रहा है? मेरे को वो करना है क्या? तुम भागो 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 भागो। अरे कुल लॉकड हूँ मैं। साला लॉक कर दिया। हाँ किया।
The lift has been sabotaged.
रोंगटे खड़े हो गए भाई मेरे।
Way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
एक एक ही डाल सकते क्या सब जगह? एडी भी हो गया, बीआई भी हो गया ना ऐसा। Took delivery of the sorriest specimen of humanity I have ever seen. No one to they go. They want it, they wait in line. Livestock into the menu. They will file in silence. I hear them hiss of gas. Blah 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 blah. After the process, it is we have removed all the mirror. Blah. My children. Blah blah. पता नहीं क्या लिखा। साला देख दोस्त तैयारी है अपनी। इधर नहीं, इधर नहीं, इधर नहीं, इधर नहीं। साफ निकल रहा हूँ। देखा नहीं, देखा नहीं। भागो इसकी पैसे। दो आ गए ना। अभी और एक किधर है? ये दो तो दिख रहा है पाइपलाइन। तीसरा पाइपलाइन किधर से आएगा? दो ही चाहिए थे क्या? तीसरा बन गया। क्या करना है? इधर छोड़ा है ये कौन है लैंप के पास maybe you have to use that chemical on the lock possible let's test that out भाई इतना दिमाग कहाँ से आया भाई but now what do I have to break it with something अच्छा ओके चल साढ़े भाई इतना साइंस कब से यूज होने लगा गेम में whatever
Down here, Daddy. Faster, faster.
आ रहा हूँ भाई आ रहा हूँ बेटे आ लगा तुमने ठीक से एक लेटर पढ़ा नहीं उसमें लिखा था या केमिकल कोरोसिव है हाँ वो तो समझा मतलब पढ़ना इम्पोर्टेंट है क्या ये गेम में पढ़ना इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा तो फिर आई डोंट वांट प्ले I mean पढ़ना is important because it will
dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core.
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
आवाज़ आ रही है आजा साढ़े आ इधर भी आवाज़ आ रही है भाग भाग कुछ तो है भाई पानी में Several of the older forms have reached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitation. This is no chem and I have no idea. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by freezing them. Duality tears, then they live torn from the back again in the wild. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then again in they are torn away and cease to have physical form. ये क्या चल रहा है भाई इन लोग यार? Remain them quiet here. I not allow my lord to enter. These are damned place. Now, no. कुछ तो इन लोग का साइंस फेल हुआ है ये मैं बता सकता हूँ. And these are not ghosts but they are creature.
Faster, Mandus.
Drain the waters, open the way to the bilge pumps.
We are waiting for you.
Waters open करना है अपने. एक खोल दिया ना अपन ने. I don't know. ठीक है चलो इधर का काम है guess it's over. गेट 2 खोलना पड़ेगा ना उसके लिए पहले. पीछे कुछ मिस कर रहा हूँ क्या मैं? वो देखो. अच्छा ये गेट खोला अपन गेट 1. एक सेकेंड अपन उधर से आए ना. हाँ तो इधर से अपने को अभी क्या करना.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a
Sorry,
clean
guys.
new one.
Mr. Pettis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your innocent. This visionary with whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, daddy, we see it. A tall weathered cap of a steep, sided pillars, so light stone fire. Its eye over steps of palpable sense of still. And this is where the king sat. And this is where the priest lived. This is the house of the dead, and here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed, my darling. Perhaps the tragedy was.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return.
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree, and sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
चल बे बॉट क्या उखाड़ लेगा तू मेरा. भाई तू बंद हो यार पहले. यार अपने को अभी क्या करना है. सब लॉक्ड है. कौन है बे? तो देखो क्रिएचर लॉक्ड इन है। बट इसको पकड़ के कौन रखा और ये अब तक जिंदा कैसे? साढ़े क्या करेगा, क्या करेगा? What? Bro, I can feel your pain. Okay. I will make things good. I will make sure you get food. चैट अटक गया है, क्या सीन है? पता नहीं भाई, मैं कुछ तो सिर चूज कर रहा हूँ which should eventually lead me somewhere or the other. Should I go right or straight? अच्छा, इधर से भी हम नीचे ही आने वाले हैं. This is the only way, guys. We are here, guys. कुछ तो किया, कुछ तो पार हुआ है. I have no clue कहाँ पहुँचे हैं हम. It's been 1 hour 10 minutes since we are live. Have we made any progress?
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mandel.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you...
Do you think खत्म हो जाएगा? उसकी मैं नहीं जा रहा उधर.
So presumptuous. I am merely a conduit.
चलो कोई नहीं है.
I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with speed.
अरे ये 2-3 बच्चे छूट कैसे गए बे इसके? अबे मेरे को इसका पानी वानी कुछ कम करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कुछ। वॉक थ्रू में जाके देखो किधर पहुंचा हूँ मैं।
I drag myself deeper into the temple, downward ever.
Am I close enough, or is it too early for me to say that we have finished the game? वो क्या है? लगा। Never mind that. अला ये कितना कंफ्यूजिंग है वे। मैं जहाँ से आया था वहीं पे आ गया क्या? कुछ तो आवाज़ आए बे। लेट्स गो। कुछ तो प्रोग्रेस हुआ। वो खोल दो। पानी गया क्या? आधे घंटे का बच्चा है, हो जाएगा। आधा घंटा मतलब अपने को 1 घंटा लगेगा, क्योंकि अपन फिगर आउट करेंगे एंड ऑल। ये दरवाजा पहले बंद था। यहाँ से नहीं जा सकते। भाई भाग। बच गए भाई। भाई फट गई मेरी। गिर कैसे गया मैं? Okay, have I crossed? Yep, I guess I have crossed, right? क्या ये मेन पंप कंट्रोल्स इधर ही रहेगा भाई, जो भी रहेगा। वे लॉक्ड है ये। Do I have to do something here? Or I have missed something? Let's go out and क्या मिस किया है हमने? भाई इधर से ही आए थे ना हम? What the fuck? Am I locked or something? अच्छा गियर निकला हुआ है। One more gear is missing. Where is the other gear? रूप तेरा मस्ताना। One more gear is missing. Okay, here. Now it should work. It worked. Am I stuck here? ऊपर ही जाना था तो मैं नीचे क्यों आया? आई डोंट नो। आई गेस ये कैसा था, मैं उधर से गिरूंगा, हाँ, एंड मैं वापस यहाँ से चढ़ूंगा। That's what was supposed to happen with me, but he somehow avoided this trap. But इधर कुछ है नहीं, तो we'll have to go back from where we came. ये 2 लेन तो बंद है, तो जो भी है इधर ही है। इजी है क्या? इजी फॉर स्कॉम। आता काय करायचंय? कोर सिस्टम एक्सेस, ठीक ठीक, कुछ मिस नहीं कर रहा ना यहाँ पर। ओके ओके, दिस इज नॉट a horror game, but I guess it is. They have tried to make it seem like a horror game. But yeah, the creatures are thing you need to take care of. Excuse me. No other to enter this facility by order of the management. भाई तुम लोग सब गायब हो इधर से, हमको कुछ ना कुछ तो करना ही।
And you came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
Worry.
For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
फाइंडिंग नीमो ही है क्या ये? फाइंडिंग चिल्ड्रन, और एम आई डूइंग समथिंग वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी? I go right?
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
दिस इज लॉक, तो अपने को ये खोलने के लिए ये 2 जगह का एक्सेस हैव टू डू समथिंग। क्या है पर जगह एक्चुअली गाइस?
I tried. I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
ये इसका क्या सेकेंडरी ऐसा कुछ है क्या? सेकेंडरी वॉइस या समथिंग, या इज ही बीइंग पोजेस्ड और समथिंग? For this we need power. I need to figure this out. घूम के इधर ही आना है, तो ये क्या है? There is one. So there's 2 lanes leading to the same thing, I guess. Not so surprised. So whatever I have to do, I have to do it here. What do I have to do? I am कर दिया था। Take this moves, I guess. Am I missing something? का पूरा दिन Am I stuck here or something? Acha, okay, this opens. What the hell?
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Quickly, quickly, the air is thin. Their little faces turn blue, madness. They suffocate, they suffocate. Now, madness, set them free. Set them all free.
खत्म होने आया ऐसा क्यों फील हो रहा है मेरे को? Is this it?
I live. I breathe again.
I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water.
I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
क्या हुआ ये? Okay, it's not over yet.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun. and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
Sad, bro. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is and what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just as tiny cogwheels and clockwork and integrate machines to serve a function that upon reflection we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his action, defined by that which he now finds a hornet said to us his body his machine, until this return of his soul turn in a new sun, a new year.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Landis? You know the answer well enough.
Children really are most wonderful, useful guy. The unfortunates further have proved in cleaning the largest stream where it appears that matter from the slot, but drifts like dust through the wire and lodges in the pipe, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the fat away. Because we can only keep pressure down for short. Boiled by Baba pray. Then we will. Sheesh, bye. Mariam.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
What do I have to do now?
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this: can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
क्या मल्टी पर्सनैलिटी टाइप से या कंट्रोल्ड बाय अदर्स या ऐसा कुछ? There is a spoon of medicine. A spoon, but you did get bone holding. I was so painful, mommy. Dear, but grass sword, it was in screaming red fist. Later, you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico. You did eat worms. This spoon was the same you gave your twins when you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Where will you dig next? I ask you, and your little spoon made from the silver spine of your children and wrapped in their hair departed here. यही इसी ने सब किया है क्या? इसी को ड्यूअल पर्सनालिटी या ऐसा कुछ है क्या? Okay, got it. अब क्या करना है? क्या करना है? भागो।
This is your doing, Magnus. This is what you trained me to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You're not too late. It begins. My work has begun.
Kill them, Muffies, kill them.
All.
God, no, what have I done?
Magnus, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes,
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
Where are my children? Ah.
Will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
I am back. फोड़ो भाई सब फोड़ो.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Mandus. My great works are almost begun.
What did you say? I will destroy your great work.
I am here again.
At the foot of the
those
stairs.
Towards the red light of the nursery. Sunset in the window like a bleeding sky. The horizon a slit throat. The seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
वो क्या कर रहा है भाई? अरे भागो, गलत चीज हो रहा है.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must
say,
say,
Mr.
Mr.
Mandus,
Mandus, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Mandus? Mandus, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Mandus!
इसको फ्लैशबैक्स आ रहे क्या?
They are all the pig.
भाई इसके दो बच्चे. भाई हार्ट निकालना मत, दर्द होता है भाई. Where are you now?
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds.
I will take you.
to me.
I will
I
take
will take
you home. Bye, you can do it. In the blood of everyone. उफ भाई, ब्रूटल हो गया ये तो.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
Why did you take my children?
I, Mandus. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a Philistine. And everything is lost.
बच गए क्या हम?
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan. Oh, my children. My children. What have I done?
What have I
What
become?
have I become? wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
It's too late now, my friend. Not your fault.
I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by gun, bullet, and gas.
ये क्या हुआ? और है भाई. Why am I teleporting?
I will destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness. Oh, God help me. I am lost in the dried paper soul of the world.
to save the world. I am your friend. Mandus, please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel, on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we shared. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
Ooh.
Daddy.
I have stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into faith. A child's shadow burned into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts. Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, When the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out, and in that moment, the new century was born.
Finally, the game is over, guys. The end. Thanks for tuning in till the end if you have watched. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the end. We have completed the game. Now we exit. Let's turn on the cat. Watch a video of Amnesia Machine for Pigs. The actual story.
One minute. Spoiler warning. Oswald Mandus wakes up in London with, you guessed it, amnesia. This entity called the Engineer tells him that his two kids are trapped and that Oswald needs to save them by powering on a special machine. Oswald does this only to be betrayed by the Engineer, who takes the machine and uses it to create a bunch of pigmen that terrorize London. Over time, Oswald remembers that he's a factory owner who was in danger of going bankrupt. He went to Mexico in search of a mysterious orb like the one his great uncle Daniel, the guy from The Dark Descent, had detailed in his notes. Upon getting the orb, he had a vision of his sons dying in World War I. To prevent his sons from dying in the war, he sacrifices them to the orb-powered machine, in an attempt to spawn in a godlike creature to save humanity from itself. The machine was powered not only by the orb, but by half of Mandus' soul, named the Engineer. Together they performed max sacrifices to the machine, which created these pigmen, until Oswald realized the error of his ways and tried to stop it. Before he could destroy the machine, he fell ill and was afflicted with amnesia. After remembering everything, Oswald makes his way to the center of the machine and sacrifices his life to destroy it. Here's the plot for Amnesia, a machine.
The video series where I look at and unpack stories from games. In this one, we'll be looking at the indirect sequel to The Dark Descent. It takes place in the same universe as The Dark Descent, but as you'll see, it takes place at a later period in time. This game was different in terms of gameplay, but had the same, if not a similar atmosphere, and this is because this one was developed by a different company, the Chinese Room, as opposed to Frictional Games. This was more of a linear walking simulator type experience as opposed to the more expansive and more interactive Dark Descent. Gone was the fear of running out of oil for the lamp, as the one in Machine for Pigs was unlimited, as well as the sanity mechanic. Despite this, it still had a dark and fairly interesting story. This game came out in September 2013, but despite that, there will be spoilers in this one for A Machine for Pigs and The Dark Descent. With that being said, let's get into the video. It's 1899, 60 years after the events of The Dark Descent. A wealthy industrialist named Oswald Mandus wakes up after an expedition to Mexico. This expedition was a disaster for Mandus, as he ended up contracting a strange disease which gave him strange and irregular dreams about some sort of machine. Mandus, after he wakes and leaves his room, hears his two children, Enoch and Edwin, calling out for him, so he sets out to find them. The house randomly starts shaking and the roar of machinery bellows out beneath him. He walks into an office and receives a telephone call from a strange man, who goes on to tell him that his children are trapped in the machine that he heard activate earlier, and that in order to save them, he needs to reactivate the machine by repairing it, as it's been damaged by a saboteur. Fully in line with the titles of these games, yep, Mandus has lost some of his memories. He slowly gets back his memories as he proceeds deeper into the depths in order to fix the machine. Along the way, he encounters horrific looking pig men who chase him and try to attack him, almost as if they are guarding something. Mandus is betrayed by the person on the phone eventually, who tells him that his 2 children are actually dead. This betrayal, now that Mandus has reactivated the machine, means that this machine has unleashed what seems to be an army of the previously encountered pigmen onto the unsuspecting and totally unprepared streets of London, where these pigmen kill and drag people. The machine has unleashed what seems to be an army of the previously encountered pigmen onto the unsuspecting and totally unprepared streets of London.
Hi. वीडियो देख रहा हूँ क्या?
Where these pigmen kill and drag people into the depths. Mandus regains a specific memory that he was the one who created this machine in the first place. In order to make amends and atone, I guess, he travels to the heart of the machine with the aim of destroying it. This machine, totally sentient, pleads with Mandus not to destroy the machine. He chooses to destroy it anyway, and London, near destroyed, is now saved. So a fairly short game at around 4 hours long, but as with these games, a big part of them is what happened prior to the game's main events. There's plenty of backstory to digest here, so let's start with looking at Oswald Mandus. As discussed already, Oswald Mandus was a wealthy industrialist who owned and operated a meat processing plant. This meat processing plant was established in 1828, so at some point the family-owned business was passed on to him. He enjoyed hunting big game as seen from the glass cases in his home, along with the rifles on display, and he was an avid collector of art pieces. At some point in his life he married Lilybeth, who bore him twin children, Enoch and Edwin. However, Lilybeth died due to complications from childbirth, and Mandus never really got over her death. Mandus became more focused on his work and his business, and around 1890 he upgraded all of his factory's equipment and machinery to increase productivity and to provide a safer environment for his workers. But due to this obsession with providing the best machinery, this plunged him and the company into near financial ruin, even being denied credit by the bank for more money. Now this is where the slightly minuscule but still very relevant link to the Dark Descent comes in. You see, Mandus was the great-nephew of Daniel. Mandus has the remnants of Daniel's paperwork, and Mandus discovered the collection of vitae from Daniel's time in Castle Brennenburg and his work involving the orbs. With nothing left to lose, Mandus sets out to try and find fortune in the hope that he can save his business. Using Daniel's notes and research of the locations of these orbs, Mandus discovered the possibility of an orb being located inside an Aztec tomb in Mexico, so Mandus traveled to Mexico with his 2 children. Now here is where it gets slightly dark. Mandus recovers the orb, but as with these orbs, some sort of power gets imbued upon Mandus, and he temporarily gained the ability to see into the future. More specifically, the future of his 2 sons. 16 years into the future, his sons were to die in agony in the trenches during the First World War in the Battle of the Somme. Desperate to prevent his sons going through the ordeal, bizarrely, he decided to sacrifice his sons on the altar of the temple. Yep, it turns out that Oswald Mandus killed his own children. After this was done, he took their skulls back to London, and when he got back, he was stricken with a mysterious disease he'd brought back from Mexico. Stricken with grief as well and guilt at what he'd done, his view on the world and all of its people drastically changed. He began to view them all as nothing more than pigs. He had this crazy obsession and goal of somehow averting the coming wars by creating a machine which could use human sacrifice as its core. I know, mental, it gets crazier, but stay with me. Oswald Mandus then began constructing his new machine. He managed to convince the local orphanage to grant him a child labour program, helping these orphan children into work by gifting them sausages and likely other meat products. He would send these orphans inside the machine's pipes to clean them, but these children would die and get boiled to death inside the machinery. He then began abducting beggars and thieves off the streets of London. He thought that these people wouldn't be missed and he'd be doing London a favour. After years of long work, and what I can only assume to be a full-scale copy of the temple back in Mexico, Mandus's machine was finally complete. Not only that, but this thing could also pretty much operate on its own. Now here's where it goes up a level in craziness. In order to facilitate fully automated operation, Oswald would use his own soul, or at least part of it, as the core of the machine. This machine would slaughter human beings and their blood would be utilized as a sacrifice for the machine. This mirrors what Oswald had hoped to achieve through the sacrifice of his own children back in Mexico. As we see from the end of the game, Oswald Mandus chooses to sacrifice his own life to shut down the machine. He sits down on a chair and mechanical arms literally rip Mandus's heart from his chest. This kills him, and as he and the machine are still linked together by a shared soul, the machine ceases to function. Despite seeing the future, Mandus realizes that he, someone as insignificant as himself, is powerless to stop the future happening. So the world enters into the 20th century, leading to history as we know it in terms of World War I and II happening. Now, naturally, people around Mandus saw a noticeable change in his behaviour, which would have probably been bordering on full-scale weirdo level, so members of his rifle club sent a man referred to only as Professor A to investigate. Professor A was really sent to gain an understanding of the mental well-being of Mandus. Mandus correctly assumed that this professor was sent to spy on him due to feigning an interest in his machinery. Due to the professor's suspicion, it's not known, but Oswald likely threw him into the machine, judging by this conversation here.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Mandus, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right on with you.
Mandus? Mandus, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Mandus! We are the pig, Professor. They are all the pig.
Ooh.
Remember I mentioned that Oswald put part of his own soul into the machine? Well, the half of his soul inside the machine led to the machine becoming sentient. This also gave birth to another persona called the Engineer. Given that Mandus and the Engineer were technically now two separate sentient beings, this essentially made Mandus wake up from the hatred that he had for everyone and everything, and realizing what he'd been doing, and this drove him to try and take his own life. He failed, but determined to at least do something, he managed to damage the machine enough to shut it down for good, meaning that the saboteur Mandus was chasing throughout the game was actually a result of his own handiwork. He went to his bedroom after shutting the machine down, and still suffering from the illness he'd contracted whilst in Mexico, he fell asleep. This leads us into the events of the game where Mandus wakes up with amnesia and goes in search of his two dead children. The voice he hears talking to him over the phone is the Engineer, who essentially tricks Mandus into reactivating the machinery so that this sentient machine can fulfill its goal of sending a ferocious army of man-pigs up to the streets of London to wreak havoc and to feed people to this hungry machine. Along the way, when Mandus encounters hostile man-pigs, these were actually sent by the Engineer to stop Mandus from sabotaging the machine for a second time. So with the origins of Mandus, the Mexico expedition, his illness, the machine and the Engineer discussed, we should probably now discuss the man-pigs and how they came to be. When it came to the creation of the grotesque man-pigs, Mandus used the knowledge of Vitae from Daniel's notes, and he also had the remains of Alexander of Brennenburg's gatherers shipped to him. Mandus came up with an unstable liquid he called Compound X, a mixture of Vitae and other fluid, which when combined is highly corrosive and sensitive to light. This would also have a destructive effect on living beings if consumed, judging by this description of transformation where the writer describes teeth falling out and excreting blood. Compound X would be used to merge human cells and pig cells, and in a human corpse with pig parts surgically attached to it. A light would be shone upon the specimen and it would miraculously reanimate. This is also the reason why light flickers when Mandus approaches a man-pig. Seriously, who writes this shit? Mandus did experiment with an earlier version of the man-pig, but this one ended up going wrong and the man-pigs ended up permanently teleporting between two worlds, leading to them going absolutely insane, leading to Mandus locking them up. We can probably ascertain that this other world that they were trapped between was the world of Alexander of Brennenburg. So the man-pigs being distant relatives of, or even modified gatherers themselves, is an interesting link to Castle Brennenburg and the Dark Descent. But that is ultimately it for this one. Despite this game not being as enthralling and as scary as The Dark Descent and its add-on Justine, it did have its creepy moments and a fairly decent story, as do all the other Amnesia entries. With videos done on both The Dark Descent and Justine done as well as this one, this means that we only have one more to go, in Amnesia Rebirth, so that one will be coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts. But for now, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
भाई कड़क स्टोरी था. एमनीशिया का मैंने 2 गेम मिस किया था, डार्क डेसेंट फिर अभी रीबर्थ है एंड द बंकर करेंगे गाइस एमनीशिया व्हाटएवर. हाँ
मस्त है रे वाइपर, एक नंबर खेल रहा है तू बच्ची. लव यू. ओके
व्हाट फंडरेजर भाई, क्या कर रहा है? कुछ नहीं, अभी बंद करूंगा स्ट्रीम.
3 2 1
What is this fundraiser for?
Here.
All the funds from it will go towards the cancer patient.
Yeah. I watch heaven.
हाँ
Tell me
हाँ क्या डब्बा? हला आजकल मैं डार्क चीजें बहुत देखने लग गया हूँ बे. ये गेम अभी डार्क होना नहीं चाहिए था बट हो गया डार्क. चलो guys, that's it for today. Today नहीं, that's it for this game. now we are going to leave this stream, end the stream apparently, and we'll see you tonight at 10 or 10:30 or maybe 11 with mostly Valorant. Bye bye. Bye bye, chat. Bye bye. Yeah, sweet dreams. Enjoy, like, share, subscribe, and whatever you wanna do. Bye. Peace out.
いい加減おとなしく嫌え I'm trying to put you in the worst mood